M0FXB, welcome back to my dog walk chats. Mazzy's here. Just going down this lane here. It's really nice. The view behind me actually isn't so nice, but the view if I turn around is lovely. So anyway, we're just walking up this lane. Today's subject is who is the ham radio communication hobby suitable for, and that's what I absolutely love about this hobby. It is suitable for everyone. Yeah, we're not climbing like a cliff, we're not kayaking down a river. We can buy the equipment, set it up at home. It doesn't matter, what our situation is, and everyone has a different situation. We can normally, we can communicate with people. We can use Morse code and set up an antenna. And if we can't put the antenna up ourselves, we can get someone to do it for us. You can do the license. If you want to have a ham radio license, you can do that online now. And then you just go out there, and there's so much that you can do on your mobile phone, on your iPad, your tablet, Windows PC, even Mac PC. I know that there aren't as many programs on a Mac, but there are a lot, and you can download a program called Parallels that allows you to use your Mac PC as if it was a Windows PC. That definitely helps. I always think just buy a cheap laptop or a cheap desktop PC and just use Windows. I just think that's so much quicker and easier, because you don't need a very advanced computer to run the kind of apps, programs that we use in ham radio. Things like Ham Radio Deluxe. I mean, there's a lot. Echo Link, DV Switch, All Star, Peanut, and there's thousands. There's no point me listing them. So let me know your situation, because I know that I've speak to a lot of hams, and they say to me that the ham radio hobby has almost been a lifesaver for them. That before they had their ham radio hobby, they felt very isolated and at home, bogged down in the daily worries of life, and that having the ham radio hobby has given them an escape, an avenue to get out there and then make new friends. Some people that are ham radio operators, their friends are only ham radio operators. That's who they meet. They can go to the local club and share knowledge, make new friends. They can swap equipment, they can sell their equipment and buy new equipment. And that's another thing about ham radio. You're not stuck with the equipment, because, for example, the ICOM 706, ICOM 706, shack in the box radio, VHF, UHF, HF, 6 meters. They were selling, when I first was licensed, and I was about 30 and I'm 57 now, they were selling, let's just say 25 years ago, and they were £600 then. And the funny thing is, they still sell for £600 now. All right, I know money's changed, but ham radio gear, if you look after it, especially if you keep the box and instruction manuals and keep it in good condition, of course, and they hold their value. And if you've had them for as long as that, they actually go up in value. But I would say, if you buy a 706 for £500, that's a lot of money. You're going to sell it for £500 as long as you look after it. So I'm not saying it's an investment, because that's what I keep telling my wife. But what it is, it's not a waste of money. Like if you buy a car for £1,000 now, I know that's a very low amount for a car. Chances are when you sell it, it's going to be scrap. Radios just hold their value, and they keep working as long as they're not abused. And most of us, come on, radios get used hardly ever. You turn them on and listen, they get used a lot for that. But transmitting, when you start to really push the radio and make those components get hot, and that's when wear will occur, when you've got heat involved. Hardly ever happens. Come on, let's face facts. Very rare we transmit at high power, and if it's at low power with our repeater or using a hotspot. So that's another nice thing, is you can buy, sell, you can buy 2 or 3 items and you think, oh, I've overspent, you sell it, put the money back in the bank, and then what ends up happening, you see another radio and you buy that, and then there's all the accessories. You've got the speakers, the microphones, the speaker microphones, then you've got the antenna tuner that you might want to buy. AliExpress, if you download their app, oh my god, they're chucking different offers at you all the time. 6 quid for that, 8 quid for that. Well, you think to yourself, well, I might as well, because I'm going to get it, enjoy it, probably chuck it in the cupboard. And I bet all of us have got a drawer cupboard over, especially hams, piled to the top with items that we should dig out and use, really. And that's another thing I'd say to you, is dig out those old radios. You'd be surprised how good they work, how well they work. Dig them out. If you get yourself an all-star node box from someone like G7RPG, just look up HubNet, Google HubNet, you'll realize that you can buy a HubNet box which connects any radio you've got that will receive 2 meters and 70 sems. It connects it to the world. You're talking even your cheap little Bofungs, but you do need the HubNet box. You can make one for about 70, buy them for about 150, but it'd be the best money you ever spent, take it from me. Transform your hobby. And also those radios you've got in the cupboards, HF radios, you can dig them out. You could buy this little adapter for £25. It will receive airband clearly on 20, I think it's 29 megahertz, but that's not the airband frequency, which is 133850. And I do, I like listening to everything. I've got the sea here. If you just go here, look, we're just coming up to this quite nice view coming up. You'll see that the sea, who's holding it up, is near me. So I get marine band. Planes fly over me all the time, so I get airband really strong. And then even VHF, UHF, there's plenty going on, PMR. So that's it really. Just saying that the nice thing about this hobby, it doesn't matter what your situation is, it doesn't matter how you are physically, chances are it's made your life better. So I would say thank you to the hobby. Get yourself a license. I know you've been putting it off for years, but go for it, dig deep, find that passion, find that, I don't know, the motivation, and you will never regret it, because if you work at something in this life, it will pay you back. That is the way the world is, good or bad. So anyway, bye for now. Please hit the subscribe, the like. Remember, I'm one of you. Please join my channel, my community. I chat to people every day. I try and help. I share videos as much as I can, reply to questions. I do ask that if I've already made a video and I've given you that video, please watch it and learn, rather than having several messages, because we're all busy. Bye for now, and buy me a coffee, why not? 7-3.